Peaks Challenge 2026. Here we are, Brent and I at the start. Start was pretty foggy. We're in the countdown now with a minute to go. Matilda Reynolds going through the G up. I am way too far back of the 9-hour wave, giving everyone at the head start at the front. And because of that, I have to pass about 300 riders down the first descent to catch up. Pretty foggy at the start, pretty cold. Started in the mist. I bought a jumper from the Savers and at the bottom threw it away to the Uniting Church, who picks them all up and takes them and sells them again. Anyway, here we go down the mountain. If you can hear a squealing noise, yes, that is my brakes. They clearly had glazed over on the rear and were making a terrible noise, and probably caused me to not bomb the hill as fast as I'd like because I was scaring the shit out of everyone around me. Not the best start, but anyway, we went hard, we caught up. And we are about to go through Mount Beauty. Absolute eye-opener here was all the people from in the town coming and standing on the side of the road, clapping us as we go past. There's a few there, and there's a few more over there. It was really cool. Felt like you were sort of in a mini Tour de France style thing, but yeah, unusual for amateurs to cop that love. Anyway, here's some more people on the side of the road just as we're about to go up Tawonga Gap. There they are. How cool to be out so early just to cheer us on. Awesome. Coming up next to a guy who's also from in Melbourne down the peninsula. Rides with Chain Brain gear. Name's Martin. Notices me before I see him, and hello, there we go. In the pack now. And yeah, very much feels like you're in the peloton of a Tour de France or pro rider. Look at all the riders. Jammed in there. Heading up Tawonga Gap, trying to sit on an average of 270 as per my ChatGPT plan. Here we go, going over the top of the Tawonga Gap, underneath the Shram banner. And we're about to bomb down probably the best hill of the whole ride. Such a fun descent. And yep, that noise again is my brakes. Go me. Such a fun experience having my brakes squeal and everyone look at me like, who is this clown? Anyway, I proceeded to try and pass people and keep in that 9-hour wave as it was going to tow me all the way to Harrietville. And save my legs for the next 2 monster climbs to come. Yes, loved bombing down this hill and look forward to doing it again next time. Alright,
Hotham climb has
starting
started.
Hotham now. Again, having to sit on 240 to 250 watts for the first 20 minutes, as per my ChatGPT plan. I stuck to it like glue. Left Harrietville about 3 minutes before the 9-hour group, just to make sure I got a bit of a head start and didn't have to ride too hard. So this is right at the start, bit of a crowd here to say, hey, keep going boys and girls. Really appreciate the love and just tried to enjoy this 144 minute climb that was ahead.
Thanks, boys. Love the pain.
On the false flat now. Again, the 9-hour group has caught me. And I am just trying to make sure I keep in the zone, which I think I'm now allowed to do 250 to 260 after the first 20 minutes. And needed to stay in that sort of range for the 20 to 60 minute period. And after that, once I hit the top third of Hotham, was allowed to extend myself to 264 watts. But yep, in a sort of peloton again. Oop, there's me pumping sweat out of my helmet. Disgusting, I know, but I was hot, as you may be able to tell from the zipper down. Still on the false flat here, bombing along, going quite quick. Really good bunch of people, everyone riding well, bit of chat going on, but yeah, focus to get to the top. And here it looks like it's quite a nice day, and thinking, oh perfect, we're going to have a nice climb over the top of Hotham, but it wasn't to be the case. Still nice weather.
How you going, mate? Great, how are you?
Always nice to have a chat to someone.
It's a long way to go. Oh, chill factor now, mate. Yeah. Get to the top, have a fucking rest. That will be good. And then sit in that pack and do nothing for the next few hours.
Takes your mind off.
That's a good plan.
The cycling and the constant repetition of turning the pedals over. It's a long way to go. And just enjoying the experience in the event. That poor bastard snapped his chain. Not a good day for him. I've sort of let the 9-hour group go a little bit because I knew they were going to have a 15-minute stop at Dinner Plain, and I didn't really need to stop for that long, so I thought I'd save my legs a little and let them go and get there before they left with, say, 5 minutes, because that's all I really needed, and yep, save those legs for the back end.
How you going, mate? Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Just riding the numbers. That's it, mate, just chilling it. That's the plan.
And as I said, the top of Hotham was not so good. That tunnel appeared out of nowhere. So did old mate here with these traffic cones waving us to the left. Could not see much at all. The camera actually makes it look a lot better than what it was. Very overcast, cloudy conditions, and actually quite cold. Going past the village chair here and down into the township at the top of Hotham. Now we've left Dinner Plain and we're in the big train of probably 200 riders. Got my mate Greg here that I ride with back in Melbourne, and yep, having a nice old chat. And as you can see, didn't have to do a lot of pedaling, just getting sucked along by the group, and it was fantastic. Flying along here, and this is pretty much how we were all the way to Angler's Rest. Definitely worth being in a group, making sure that you can save as much energy for that last bit, because it is a nightmare. Yep, oh, and the roads are sucked up there, lots of potholes. Yep, getting the fuel in. Every bottle that I had 100 grams of carbs. As you can see, I'm mixing it up because it was a new bottle and I was still not diluted. But anyway, shake it up, get it in, sipping and drinking and making sure that gel's getting into my body. This is that climb now on the way up out of Omeo on the way to Angler's Rest. It is quite a tough climb. It's persistent and just keeps going. Again, had a zone that I needed to stay in here, and again I let the sort of 9-hour group go a little bit, not too far this time, just purely for the fact that I wanted to stay in my zone knowing what was to come. Took every chance I could not to be on the pedals, just getting sucked along. Also, my sunnies are broken at this stage. They got jammed in my helmet and I snapped the arm and had to go sunnyless pretty much from Dinner Plain. So yeah, that's why they're tucked in my shirt. stretching as much as I could, saving legs. We're bombing down one of the hills now. I've got my sunnies on my face at this stage, but only with one arm, and they didn't sit very well. It was quite annoying, so it gave this idea a bit of the arse after a while, because it was not the best feeling having a sunglass stuck to your cheek. Alright, we're through Angles Rest. A dead set stop for about a minute and a half for a quick toilet stop and fill up a drink bottle, and then bang, into WTF corner. Lots of stuff written on the road, some graphic pictures, good bunch of people going up with.
On the road.
This is definitely not the steep bit. The Grim Reapers up here cheering you on and willing to take you away to another life if you decide that this is beyond you. But I was ready to commit everything and get up this monster of a hill. Turn the corner onto Raspberry Hill and think, oh yeah, this is pretty steep. But it just doesn't stop. As you can hear me complaining in bits of this video.
Fucking hell. Oh, just give us a break.
So yeah, this hill's about 12 kilometres long, and averages about 10%, but there's sections of about 17%, and it just hurts. So you hit the hill with 200 kilometres in your legs, and I was feeling pretty good. In fact, I was feeling really good. But the hill was just persistent, and yeah, it was tough going. But just kept ticking them over, and knew it would end soon enough. And Tawonga Gap would be that nice reward with a Coca-Cola. And I didn't see one person pulled over, which I was kind of expecting to see someone walk maybe, or off the side with cramp, but didn't see one. It was inspiring.
That fucking sucked. It was the fucking hardest hill I've ever climbed. I'm on track. A great 9 hours.
This is my favourite part of the ride. There's one of my flatmates for the weekend. We're riding past. She did a huge effort, broke 9 hours. And yeah, loved this. Doing turns with the Rule Boys, chopping off all the way to the finish, towing a group in. Just was the best experience, riding on possibly the smoothest road I've ever ridden on, around some awesome scenic views of the dam, and just fun knowing that you're so close to the finish and the reward of all your hard efforts over the last months is nearly done. loved this part. Dino chopping through. Here comes Matt. Two brothers going to get to finish together arm in arm. It was awesome to witness. The boys rode really well. They beat their 9-hour goal that they wanted. And all three of us from Roval Riders finishing together in under 9 hours.